Hi everyone, my name is Parul and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will talk about simple present tense. I will tell you how to use it, when to use it, and what other things you need to take care of while using simple present tense. So let's get started. We already have discussed that tenses are the way to talk about time in English. Time means present, past and future. Let me make a timeline for you all, which I already have made in my previous videos. This is now, which is present. Before now is past and after now is future. Okay, so today we will be talking about present. So majorly there are three tenses: past tense, present tense and future tense, and all these three tenses have their four subcategories or subcomponents. First is simple, second is continuous or progressive, third is perfect, and fourth is perfect continuous. So today we will do simple present tense. Now I'll tell you when to use simple present tense. So under these situations, we have to frame a sentence in simple present tense. First is habit and routine, second is permanent situation, third is universal truth, fourth is state, and fifth is facts. So let's start with habit and routine. First, I want to tell you the rule. The rule is subject plus first form of the verb. Okay. Now verb, if you know that I have made many videos on verbs, different types of verbs and different forms of verbs like first form, second form, third form, everything. I already have made videos. So for those who have not watched my videos yet, so they can do one thing. I will mention the link in description box and you can go through all the videos so that you do not have any kind of confusion while doing this. Okay. So this is the rule. Now let's see some examples. I drink coffee every morning. Okay. So first is subject. Subject also we have done. Okay. First is subject and second is first form of the verb. So here the verb is drink and first form of verb is drink only. So I drink coffee every day. Now if you look at this sentence, I drink coffee on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and goes on. Okay, so every morning I do this. So this is a regular practice. Okay, that's why we have to frame it in simple present tense because it falls in habit and routine category. Okay, you cannot make it in present continuous. If you write it like I am drinking coffee every morning, that is wrong. Because the rule is that whenever we are talking about habit and routine, we have to frame that in simple present tense. We cannot frame these kind of sentences in any other tense. So just to remember that. Okay. Now next is she visits her parents every month. Now she is the subject here and the verb is visit. This is the verb. Now you must be thinking, why do we have an extra s here? Okay, so don't worry, I'm going to talk about it in the end of the video, so don't worry about it. Okay, so she visits her parents every month. So this is again a regular practice. Okay, she meets her parents every month. So again we are talking about a routine. Okay, so we will frame this sentence in simple present tense. Next is Max usually has dinner at 7:30. So this is the subject. The verb is has. Okay, Max has dinner at 7:30. Okay, so this is again a routine we are talking about. This is his daily routine that he has his dinner at 7:30. That's why we have made this sentence in simple present tense. Okay, now you must be noticing about these words: every, usually. Okay, so these are called frequency adverbs which tell us about frequency. Like you can have a look: every, always, usually, generally, often, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, hardly, never. Never means 0%. Never. I never go there. Okay? Alright. So we tend to use these kind of words while making or framing these kind of sentences when we are talking about habit and routine. Okay? So we use these frequency adverbs because that shows the frequency. Now next is permanent situation. Okay, so whenever we are talking about permanent situations, not temporary one, then we will use simple present tense. The rule will remain the same, which is first subject and then first form of verb. Okay, alright, now let's have some examples. First is my parents live in Delhi. So this is a permanent situation. If I frame it like my parents are living in Delhi, so it sounds like that, my parents are living in Delhi for 2 days or 2 weeks, or my parents are living with me for 2 months. So that is a temporary situation. But whenever you are talking about a permanent situation, that means that if they have a permanent house there, so you will use simple present tense. Okay, my parents live in Delhi. Now next one is my friend speaks English. So it is my friend's language, so he speaks English. Again a permanent situation, that's why we have used simple present tense. Next one is I work as a teacher. Okay, when I say I work as a teacher, it sounds like it is a permanent situation. Okay, if I say I am working as a teacher, so it is a temporary situation. I am working as a teacher for 2 months, for 5 months, like this. But when you are talking about a permanent situation, then you have to use simple present tense. Next one, Max plays cricket. Okay, so Max is playing cricket is a temporary situation that he is playing right now. But when you say Max plays cricket, that means that is a permanent situation, and that's why we use simple present tense. So just remember, whenever you are talking about a permanent situation, so frame the sentences in simple present tense, not in present continuous. The third situation is universal truth. Now what is universal truth? Universal truth is the statement about the world which is true and permanent. Okay, let's have some examples. The rule will remain the same. The sentence will start with a subject, and then after subject, first form of the verb will come. Okay, so the earth revolves around the sun. So the subject is the earth, and then first form of the verb, the earth revolves around the sun. So this is a permanent situation and everyone knows about it. Okay, this is not going to change. Second, 1 plus 1 equals 2. So 1 plus 1 is the subject, and then equals is the verb. Okay, first form of the verb. Then again 1 plus 1 equals 2. This is a truth, universal truth. Next is birds fly. So subject is bird, fly is first form of the verb. Okay, so birds fly. Again, this is not a hidden thing. Everyone knows that birds fly. So it's a universal truth. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, again a permanent situation, a universal truth. So whenever you have these kind of sentences, you have to use simple present tense. You can never frame these sentences in any other tense. Next is state. Okay, so whenever you have sentences wherein you do not have an action verb, but you are talking about a state, then you will frame those kind of sentences in simple present tense. Okay, the rule will remain the same, subject plus first form of the verb. And I have mentioned some stative verbs also. I made a different video about dynamic and stative verbs. Okay, so if you want to watch or if you want to get any information about the verbs or objects, subjects, predicates, I have covered most of the grammatical topics. So you can go through my videos, and I will mention the links in description box, so you can go through that as well. Okay, so now basically the sentences where there is no action, only a state is there, those kind of sentences will be framed in simple present tense. For example, I want ice cream. So you cannot frame this particular sentence in present continuous. I am wanting ice cream is wrong. So I want ice cream, this is a state, this is your feeling, this is your liking. So that's why this will you will use simple present tense in this. Next is she likes my dress. Again a state, okay? It is describing a state, a liking. She likes my dress. So simple present tense. Do you remember me? Okay, simple present tense. And if you look at all these sentences, we are starting, the rule is same, starting with subject and then first form of the verb. Subject, first form of the verb. Okay? Alright, next is your perfume smells good. Okay, again a state, not an action, that's why in simple present tense. I have 2 children. I have 2 children. If you make it I'm having 2 children, that is incorrect. Okay, that's why when you read a sentence you can understand whether this sentence is describing an action or a state. Okay, so if it is a state, then you have to frame it in simple present tense. And the last one is facts. Facts means reality. Okay, that means a sentence doesn't have a main action, a main verb, but a helping verb. Okay, so here for this, since we do not have a main verb, so the rule here is a bit different. For example, subject plus is, am, are, which are helping verbs. For helping verb I have made a different video. I'll mention the link in description box. Okay, now let's go through some examples. She is pretty. So she is pretty, first subject, she is the subject, and then with she will use is. So she is pretty. Okay, now I am in Mumbai today. So again this is a fact, this is a reality. Okay, so there is no action. I am in Mumbai. With I we always use am. So I is the subject and am is helping verb. I am in Mumbai today. Next is these people are helpful. Again a reality. Okay, so these is subject, these people is subject, and are is the helping verb. Next is he is a good dancer. So this is a fact. He is subject and is helping verb. We are strong together. Again another reality. We are strong together, a fact. So whenever we have these kind of sentences, whenever we are talking about facts, so we will use only and only simple present tense, and the rule what we're going to follow is subject plus is, am, are. Now we have understood simple present tense, but one thing I would like to tell you all about simple present tense. Here we have some examples. She likes her dress. Max dances every day. It jumps. Tia studies every day. He teaches mathematics. Okay, we know the rule, subject plus first form of the verb. Okay, but why do we have these extra s and ies and es? Why do we have that? I'll tell you about it. There is a rule that with he, she and it, we always use an extra s, es or ies with the verb. I have mentioned everything on the board so that you have a better understanding. So with he, she and it, we will use extra s, es or ies with the verb. Okay, he means a male, she means a female. It can be used anything. It can be any non-living thing or an animal, bird, anything you can use it for. Okay, now here if you can see how we have to put s, es and ies. So most of the verbs add s. Okay, simply you have to put an extra s with most of the verbs, like put, puts, sets, works. Okay, now next is verbs ending s, sh, ch, x, z. What you have to do is add es. Okay, for example, mash, it is ending with sh. so an extra es, then teaches, mixes. Okay, now next is verb ending consonants before y. What you have to do is drop y and add ies. For example, study. Study. Okay, so before y you have a consonant. Okay, so what you have to do is just remove this y and add an extra ies. So in place of study it will be studies, cries, tries. So this is the place where maximum people make mistakes. Okay, so please understand it properly and practice it as much as you can so that you don't make these kind of mistakes. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day.